Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Great day.
This is a great day. This is a great day, Pat. You know, when I delivered my budget address just a few weeks ago, I said that day that nothing would get done unless it passed her chamber and her chamber. Referencing these two history-making leaders in the General Assembly. And for those of you who remained awake during my entire budget address, you'll recall that I pointed out the fact that we have the only full-time, politically divided legislature in the country. Today, just a few weeks later, I'm proud to sign the first bill of my administration after it unanimously passed through her chamber and her chamber. You see, Democrats and Republicans came together to pass a landmark bill that is going to save lives here in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. And so we stand here today, leaders from the House and the Senate, leaders from the executive branch, united to declare with one singular voice that Pennsylvania leaders stand with the good people of Pennsylvania and we take care of our people. I'm especially pleased that we're joined today by my wife, Lori, our First Lady, fresh off her run at the Broad Street Run, by the way. She finished strong. And our daughter, Sophia. You see, they're here today because they know how important this is. And like me, they've been inspired by the bill's chief sponsor and driving force, Senator Kim Ward. Kim's health struggles, and most importantly, her tenacity and her strength, allowed her to not just conquer breast cancer, but to look around and see how she could help other women battling the same disease. I sincerely admire that, Madam President. You know, she quietly and courageously fought cancer and literally didn't miss a beat. She did not miss a session day while she was getting her treatments. But while she quietly went about her work, focused on doing the people's business, let me tell you something. There was nothing quiet about her advocacy when it came to helping millions of women across the state in getting this bill passed. This bill, the first of its kind in the nation, and the first I will sign as governor of this Commonwealth, requires insurance companies to cover the cost of preventative cancer screenings for women at high risk of breast cancer. For women with hereditary risk of breast cancer, these preventative screenings like ultrasounds and MRIs, along with genetic testing and counseling, are invaluable tools for detecting cancer early and then treating it quickly. No one should avoid getting these potentially life-saving treatments because they can't afford it. And thanks to Kim Ward, they won't have to. We all have a mom and a grandma, a friend or a colleague who's battled breast cancer. I want us to think about them today. By taking away the burden of cost, we can ensure that more women like them can get life-saving health care that they need. We can give more women the tools that they need to make informed choices over their health care. I want you to know that's a really big deal. Pennsylvanians have called on all of us to come to this building and to support common sense solutions to the problems that the people of the Commonwealth are facing every single day. And today, we are all doing just that. We are helping women fight breast cancer and live healthier lives. We're putting forth real solutions to real problems that everyday Pennsylvanians battle. And this is an example of the kind of work we all need to keep doing together. Bipartisan, meaningful work that can come out of this building. I truly believe that government can and should be a force for good. And I believe this is just the start. This is just the start. We have a lot more work to do. And this spirit of goodwill and compromise needs to continue. I look forward to continuing to work with the President Pro Tem, with the Speaker, and with their respective colleagues. We have to continue to find common sense solutions to the big problems our communities face every single day. Because, Madam President, I know you agree with this, we can do big things again here in Pennsylvania if we work together. In a moment, I'll have the honor of signing Act 1 of 2023. But before I do, it is my honor, it is my privilege to bring up the sponsor of this critically important measure, Senator Kim Ward.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for being here. This is indeed a big day in Pennsylvania, and thank you, Governor, for signing the bill so expeditiously, but also for all of those kind words. And I'm going to take you on the campaign trail with me so you can say all this.
I don't know if that'll help you or not if you go running around with me.
You know, when you go through something like breast cancer or any kind of cancer, you're just living your life and then you get punched in the gut. And I think, geez, what can we do to help other people? What can we do? And so based on some of the experiences that I had going through the journey, these are a couple of things that I think we could do. But you know, nobody does this alone. You know, I want to thank my co-prime, Senator Devlin Robinson and Senator Tracy Pennycook. I want to thank from my office, Adam Pancake. I don't even know where he is, but he worked for hours with everyone. I want to thank Pat Halpern Murphy, who I told you before, we had to block her from my office because she was so persistent. So what we did was, based on my experience, but we expanded what Senator Bob Mensch had started here. And it is just humbling and such an honor that we have all of these legislators that made this happen. And I agree with the governor. We can do big things in this legislature, and this was a very good first start to helping women and families. Thank you for being here. Thank you.
As I said, nothing happens if it doesn't pass her chamber and her chamber. So to bring up the other her, it is my pleasure to introduce the Speaker of the House, Joanna McClinton.
Thank you, Governor Shapiro, and thank you, Madam President, Senator Ward. Thank you, Pat Murphy. Thank you to all the advocates and the survivors that are here for this bill signing. We see you, we know you, we have so many in our families, in our communities, and we recognize that this journey and this struggle at moments is very isolating because you have all of the questions. Why me? Why am I experiencing this? Why am I having to deal with a new challenge when life has already been lifing? But I'm so excited to know that we are going to help save lives. As I said last week when the bill passed the House, for women of color, particularly African American women, our mortality rate to breast cancer is 40%. It's absolutely staggering and unacceptable. But I look forward to telling all my neighbors in my district and constituents all across the Commonwealth that are represented here that we are taking all the steps in the right direction to be able to have early detection, and most importantly, when your insurance company told you no previously, when they said, oh, you've got to go find the copay. Oh, well, we would do genetic testing, but we don't cover that. we've got a strong message right here from the General Assembly in Pennsylvania. The no is turning into a yes, and we know what that's going to mean. It's going to mean lives saved and early detection. So I'm thrilled for what's happening today, and I'm so filled with optimism and hope for all that we'll accomplish together tomorrow. Thank you.
All right. I've never done this before. We'll see how this goes. There we go. Get used to it. I hope so.
That's a good. I'm good, thank you. Yes.
There it is.
All right. That's
Done. Yeah.
Madam Speaker, that is for you. And that is Act One. Good job, everybody.
Thank you. You saved me time.
Good job. Well, you've been working a long time on this. Thank you. Thank you. Leader, thank you. Good job. Good job. Leader?
Did you meet Sophia?
Mr. Chairman?
It's so good.
It's up to Will, whatever he wants. Good job. Thanks a lot.